Hey guys, MZ here, and welcome back to Lucy the Eternity She Wished For. Now, last episode, last episode was kind of funny. Our main character guy and his friend Dr. Gears had a little bit of a talk about relationships. Dr. Gears thought that maybe our character had his eye on some girl in another class because he came to school with a nice little lunch, and our character had to kind of like clear it up and be like, no, man, my robot made it for me. And they had a little bit of a discussion about relationships and girls, and it was kind of funny there for a minute. They were our main character was poking fun at Dr. Gears, saying that like if this was a an anime or a manga, then he would this would be the point where he comes out as like the boys love main character or something like that. It was so funny, and they ended up having a little bit of a laugh, and then our main character headed back home, and Lucy met him at home, and he made it a point to tell her, look, I think it's cool that you decided to greet me. Um, but you don't have to. And then we come to this scene. For whatever reason, his father came home early. Now, you guys remember, his dad does not like robots, and gave him some trouble, and they had a big argument, and he's kind of been avoiding his dad for, a while. So, this is a really nice house. I kind of like this. Nice little living room. It's compact. It's got just enough space for whatever you want to do. I like this. Anyways, so let's get into it and let's find out what sort of mess he's going to get himself into with his dad today. Let's see. Well, not exactly early since it's already past 11 at night. Holy crap, dude. Well, okay. I don't know, the word is there. How do you come home early? Yeah. Anyways. But that's still early by my standards. Oh, so he's kind of a night owl. He stays up late. But then he has to get up early to go to school and stuff, so... For a guy who usually doesn't even bother coming home at all, he's made good time. Oh. Wow. I'm really kind of curious on if there's going to be some reconciliation between the dad and the son, or if it's just going to kind of be, antagonistic between them for like the rest of the whole thing. Uh-oh, Lucy meets him at the door. She puts on her usual bright, cheery smile. And he's pissy as usual. Jeez. Oh, man. She doesn't seem to be affected by my father's ferocious stare at all. I expect her to be able to keep up with his behavior just fine. He's just glaring at her like, who do you think you are trying to take my coat? This is my coat. At first, he seems like he was going to flat out ignore her and walk away, but he abruptly stops in his tracks as if he changed his mind about something. Uh-oh. I'm hungry, he murmurs with an unpleasant look on his face. It's his first early return in a long time, and that's what he decides to say. I kind of feel like there should be a question mark there at the end. Aw, and she looks happy for... Lucy looks puzzled, but only for a brief moment. Her face appears to brighten up a little. Aw. So, maybe he's gonna give her a chance. Oh man. Oh, maybe. Alright. It seems that she was happy to receive my father's first request. She might be thinking that my father has finally accepted her. Yeah, that would not be good, because he doesn't. Oh well, one can dream, I guess. Yeah, right. Lucy is about to hurry over to the kitchen. Uh-oh. I stop her immediately. Lucy stares at me in confusion. Yeah, dude, what's going on? Yeah. Her eyes seem to be asking why I had stopped her. I'm having trouble putting it into words, but I managed to utter the following. I'm also. Oh, is he hungry too? I'm also hungry. That's true, but I continue to insist through a silent stare. I hope that Lucy catches on. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so maybe he doesn't want her left alone with his dad. He's worried that he might do something to her. Well, all right, okay. I got you. I see what's going on here. We're doing some uh, spec ops here. Dinner for two. Aw. With that settled, she quickly disappears into the kitchen. Ah. Yeah. He looks all pissed again. And I'm suddenly left alone with my father. Oh boy. Yeah, he doesn't look happy. It's too bad. The atmosphere grows very stiff. He passes me a look, but doesn't say anything. I can also sense his discomfort. Well, you guys had that, you're like two rhinos butting heads. It's, it was definitely unpleasant. I mean, you both kind of yelled at each other, and you both were kind of pissy, and honestly, I think you both need to, apologize. At least get that part out of the way. It's because of what had happened yesterday. Yep. I feel even more anxious after remembering that. It feels like I'm lying on a bed of needles. Well, yeah. If my time at home feels this agonizing, where exactly am I supposed to find my peace and comfort? Well, you gotta make peace. You both kind of gotta admit that, hey, you know what, we're both wrong. We both need to just cool off. And it's not easy. Not easy by a long shot, but you gotta kind of each work towards making things right between each other. I decide to stay locked up in my room until Lucy finishes preparing our dinner. Man. Later, Lucy summons me to the kitchen. I take a seat at the table and begin to eat. You know, I really do like this kitchen. I don't really know how I feel about the refrigerator being right next to a door like that. But I really like this kitchen. If I could like have a kitchen that looks like this, that would be pretty freaking sweet. Because you got your little server, you get your little server counter right there. The table's butted up right against it. I like that. I do not understand the tissues in every room. Because there's a box of tissues on the table in the living room. There's a box of tissues on the kitchen, or the dining room table there. I think he also has a box in his room. Maybe they have allergies. Maybe they got allergies. They all need some tissues. Beside my father, Lucy is waiting intently for his reaction. Just like when she first cooked for me, her eyes sparkle while waiting the final verdict. And he's silent. She's obviously expecting a positive reply. But there's no way my father would compliment a robot. As I'd expected. Machines really are no good. What? Why? Why are you like that, dude? No matter how refined your recipes may be, you aren't fooling anyone. It tastes too bland. Too bland? What? This won't do. Well, okay, now you're just nitpicking. Add some salt or some pepper. Come on, everybody does it. He wipes his mouth with a tissue. I feel a little embarrassed because that was similar to what I'd told her this morning. Aw, and look at her, she looks so sad. That's kind of like what she referenced to the uh what was that? We were in the repair shop and she was trying to like argue her case that, you know, uh the main character should not sell her. So she's kind of going back to the, hey, be patient and I'll show you what I can do. No matter what Lucy comes across, there's nothing in this world that could break her resolute smile. No, that won't be necessary. I was just testing you because I thought you might be a little useful, but that was clearly a waste of time. Why are you being a dick? There's no reason to continue such an awful meal. Dude, add some freaking pepper and some salt. That fixes everything. I mean, I don't care how bland it is. You put some pepper in there, it tastes good. Well, at least my opinion. Hurry up and take everything away. Wow. There's no call for that, dude. Do not call me father. You have no reason to address me as such. Lucy flinches. What a useless robot. Yeah, like father, like son, like father, I should say. Because our main character started off just this exact way. Lucy managed to turn around our main character a bit. Maybe she can do the same for this guy. I can't believe so many people are losing their jobs because of these things. Yeah, dude, you really haven't told her what your name is, so she kinda can't call you anything other than that. Because that's what she was told to call you. You know, this aside, you ever notice how some of the most self-proclaimed smart people and people that have extremely strong opinions, all they do is shout or call other people stupid or useless or worthless and never bother explaining why their idea is so much better or why their point of view is the end-all beat-all? You guys ever notice that? I've noticed that. It's annoying as all get out. Even while stuttering, Lucy does not give up. There won't be any need for that. Why? Now what? Oh, and she's trying to argue her point and trying to be all nice about it too. Oh, poor Lucy. And I like that face too that she makes. She's got that little, kind of like half worried, half happy looking face. So she's like trying to argue her point. Oh, you didn't fail at cooking. You just salt and pepper. There you go. Maybe some garlic seasoning. Oh, that'd be good. Alright, so he doesn't have the angry face anymore. Good. Jerk. Loosen up. She's grinning uncontrollably. Uh-oh. Yeah, she's probably really freaking nervous. She looks like a total idiot. I feel frustrated from just watching her. If you're that confident, I suppose I could give you another shot, another chance. I'll be watching your performance. Well, you gotta kind of figure his point of view too. I mean, he is a businessman, or at least he dresses like a businessman. So he does have that critical eye, and he is looking for good results, not no, I shouldn't say that. He's looking for good results, but at the same time, well, in a way, society has programmed him to look with a critical eye, to measure with just the smallest actions he can measure someone. Now, yes, he is being a little harsh because she's a robot, but at the same time, we got to kind of look at his point of view too. I realized earlier I was a little harsh on our main character, and I've been a little harsh on the dad too, but because they don't come at this with an open mind, they're kind of looking through the narrow lens that society has given them or programmed them with. So maybe he can change his mind too. Maybe he can start liking Lucy a little more, or at least be a little less mean to her. With that said, Lucy swiftly moves to clean the kitchen table. After watching Lucy for a while with a look of contempt, my father gets up from his seat. Did you really want to keep this stubborn thing that much? Enough to make you bare your teeth at your own father? Yeah. That had only happened in the heat of the moment. There's a whole underlying issue between us, and he hasn't realized it yet. But I know that it'd be a waste of time to try and talk some sense into him. Pretending not to hear him, I returned to my room. Oh, come on, man. Nothing ever comes from ignoring a problem. It just gets worse. Yeah, well. Not much can be done, you know. I mean, not from our point of view anyways. The 3 laws. I like how they always reference these. I know I say that a lot, but puppies are getting excited. Anyways, I know I say that a lot, but I really like how they constantly reinforce the 3 laws here. All right. Boy, they are getting really rambunctious here. What in the world? Sorry about that, guys. All right, July 23rd, Doctor. Oh, this is, alright, so we're, now, I did not expect her to pop up and say something. Alright, so this is the Doctor. Okay, I think we referenced what was that? What was it, like K Robotics or something like that, or K-Star Industries, or crud, I can't recall the name of it right now. I'll have to look it back up. Anyways, we referenced this because in the very beginning of the series, we were trying to head home and we cut by the building. So this is the lab inside that building where Lucy was built, possibly, probably, maybe. I don't really know. What is all this stuff? I mean, a lot of this stuff looks like it's okay. A lot of this stuff looks like it's designed to measure electric currents, and then you got the little robo arm over there. It looks like it's some fine level assembly, but what is I'm intrigued now. I really want to know. Like, I wish they would give us a little more of a view of of insight. That's what I'm sorry, guys. I cannot think today. I wish to give us a little more insight on where we're at, because it's not just good enough to say doctor and show us this lab. Although this looks like a pretty impressive lab. Excuse me. I'd prefer more beakers and chemicals, but uh, what can I say? I prefer chemistry. I mean, robotics are pretty freaking sweet, but if you're gonna do things, I personally enjoy working on like molecular levels, small details. I like those things. Although a chance to design a freaking robot, that would be freaking awesome. But anyways, guys, before I start nerding out too badly, I think we're gonna end this episode here. We've at least made some steps with Father. I have to stay neutral in this. I realized I get a little one-sided at times, but I gotta stay neutral in this. Maybe Father will come around. Maybe he won't. You know what? That's his choice. But either way, we're gonna get told a good story in the meantime. I hope you guys are enjoying this series, and until next time, take care of yourselves. I hope you have a good day, and goodbye.